The city never seemed to stop. Buses, taxis, motorcycles, and delivery vans rushed through the streets like machines without rest. And the people were no different. Everyone walked fast, eyes locked on glowing phone screens, minds drowning in stress, unpaid bills, broken dreams, and the pressure to survive. Even surrounded by thousands of people, everyone felt painfully alone, trapped inside the same exhausting routine day after day. At the corner of one crowded street sat an old man named Elias. He quietly rested on a worn wooden box beside a cracked wall. Once, Elias had worked harder than most people ever could. He knew the satisfaction that comes after honest labor, the peace that follows sweat and sacrifice. But life had dealt him a cruel fate. Now he was blind. The colorful world he once loved had faded into darkness and silence. His clothes were old and faded, not because he was careless, but because time had worn them down. In front of him lay a small aluminum cup and a piece of cardboard with simple words written across it. The sign read, "I am blind, please help me." But the city barely noticed him. Sometimes a few coins dropped into his cup. Some people glanced at him with pity. Others looked away, uncomfortable for only a second before continuing their busy lives. To most people, Elias was invisible, just another object on the sidewalk like a street pole or an abandoned bench. Then one afternoon, a young delivery rider stopped in front of him. He wore the jacket of a food delivery company and carried a bag on his back. The young man didn't offer money, he didn't speak a word. Instead, he slowly knelt beside Elias. Elias suddenly sensed movement. Someone was picking up his cardboard sign. A wave of worry crossed his face. "Is he taking my sign?" he thought silently. "It's the only thing helping me survive." But pride and exhaustion kept him quiet. He said nothing. The young man flipped the cardboard over, pulled out a black marker, and carefully wrote a new sentence. Then he placed the sign back beside Elias and disappeared into the moving crowd. Minutes passed. At first, nothing seemed different. But slowly, the sound of the street began to change. People who once rushed past him started slowing down. Footsteps stopped near him, then suddenly, coins began falling into the cup again and again. Not only coins, paper bills too. The sound was non-stop. Elias felt his chest tighten with emotion. For the first time in years, he no longer felt invisible. People were speaking to him kindly. Some wished him well, others gently asked if he needed food or water. A small smile appeared on Elias' face. He didn't understand what had changed, but he knew something inside people's hearts had awakened. Later that evening, the delivery rider returned. Recognizing his voice, Elias softly asked, "Son, what did you write on my sign?" The young man paused for a moment. Then in a calm and gentle voice he replied, "I didn't change your message, Elias. I only changed the way people felt it." Then he walked away into the crowd once more. The new sign now read, "Today is a beautiful day, but I cannot see it." Elias slowly touched the cardboard with trembling fingers, and a tear rolled quietly down his cheek. His life had not magically improved. He was still blind, still poor, still sitting alone on the same crowded street. But a few carefully chosen words had opened a door inside people's hearts. People no longer saw Elias as just another beggar. For a moment, they felt his darkness as if it were their own. And that is the power of words. Some words pass through people like empty noise. But the right words can touch a soul, awaken empathy, and inspire change. Your words can break someone silently, or they can become a light during someone's darkest moment. So before you speak, choose your words carefully. Because sometimes, changing a few simple words can change an entire human heart.